Hello, everybody. I was thinking about this question on the way here to work, and I was listening to a podcast by Jay Shetty. He does the podcast called On Purpose, and he was talking about different types of questions you can actually ask, instead of small talk. And one of the questions was really interesting, and I thought about it because I actually just had my hair done, and I had all my roots covered, and that's why you have a little bit of static here. Anyways, so I just thought I'd pop this in here because it really took me by surprise as to what I would say to myself, and I almost started to tear up because of the question. So the question is, if you were to meet yourself, your former self as a child, what could you possibly tell her, in my case, that would make her happy about where her life ended up? And what would you tell her that would make her disappointed or sad? And so without getting too emotional, I remember as a kid, I really, really wanted a big family. And I think it's because I came from a big family and I wanted kids. I wanted a lot of kids. In fact, in my head, I wanted 5 kids. There was two of me and my brother for a very long time. And then I had twin sisters that were born 12 years after us. So we essentially had four kids in our family, and I wanted to hit the 5. And I remember this. I remember thinking, yeah, I'm going to have kids. That's just how it's going to go, right? And then I soon realized, I shouldn't say I soon realized, I later realized in life, actually after a divorce, that I didn't necessarily want any kids. And so I think that would probably make my childhood self feel sad because she wanted kids. She wanted a big family. She saw herself having a big family and having herself move on in terms of legacy. And I think that it would make her sad. I hope it doesn't make her disappointed in me, but what I would say to her that hopefully alleviated that and maybe made her happy and overcome with joy is that I would tell my former self that things were going to be okay. When I was a child, I worried a lot. I worried a lot about stuff. And I know I brought it into my adulthood. And, I've had to learn that, you can't really worry about things that haven't happened yet or things that you can't change in the past. But, growing up, you just couldn't help it, or I couldn't help it anyways. So I could probably see myself wanting to make sure that I told my child self that don't worry. Even though you don't have kids, you're going to end up so happy. And you're going to go through turns in life that you never would have expected. Sorry about that. I knew I would. It's happiness. These are tears of happiness. You're going to go through life and you're going to go through things that you didn't expect to happen. But all these things that you're going to go through are things that are going to make you who you are. And you're going to be so proud of who you are. You're going to take a turn here, a turn there, and you're going to be thinking, wow, how did I even get here? So just know that all the steps in life you take lead you to where you should be. Just know that you need to have confidence in yourself and you need to have faith in yourself, that you're making the right decision no matter how hard it feels, no matter how hard you're judged, no matter how hard you judge yourself. You need to have faith that you're going to be so happy and you're going to find people that love you so much and care about you so much that they're just going to be there cheering you on. So that's what I would tell my former self as a child so that she didn't have to worry about, even though she didn't walk that life that she thought she would, that she would end up being in a different place and still equally or more happy. So I would encourage you all to think about what you would tell your former child self that you feel like it would probably disappoint them based on what you know yourself to be back then. And then what you would tell yourself that would make them happy. Because I don't think we tell ourselves enough about how much we have it. And maybe the things that we regret, and maybe those things that kind of lead us to where we're supposed to be. So anyways, I hope that wasn't too much of a downer for this weekend. It's made to make you think. It's obviously made to make you inspire. And I got you all. You know that. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.